What makes trading so difficult? Why is it that in hindsight it always seems so easy, and yet in real time it can often feel like an impossible undertaking? The answer to these questions is actually quite simple, and is at the core of what makes trading such a challenging task. The things that work in other professions will always be a detriment to your success as a trader. Take loyalty and persistence as an example. In most fields, these are two of the most admirable traits one could possess. I was watching a video on a Navy SEAL the other day, and he spoke about how it was his will to fight and his pledge to never give up that got him through the most arduous periods of his training. Persistence, loyalty, and even stubbornness can be wonderful traits for difficult professions like a Navy SEAL, but these things will destroy you as a trader. Let's say you find yourself in a stock that you really believe can be a winner. You've researched it and know the fundamentals inside and out. You love the company and its groundbreaking product, and its CEO is a modern-day genius. After you buy it, it soon begins to fall. A common rationale would be, I'm not giving up on this. It's a great company and I'm sticking with it no matter what. While this can be an attitude that will work in other professions, it is an extremely dangerous mindset for a trader. In a deep bear market, even the best known and respected companies can fall 50, 60, or even 80%. Take Netflix, Zoom, PayPal, and Meta. All of these quote-unquote wonderful companies had huge declines in 2022. Just holding one of these as it fell 50% would require a double just to return to break even. Loyalty is a fantastic quality, and one we would all agree is quite an admirable trait. Just make sure you're loyal to your friends and family and not to your stock picks. Cut your losing positions quickly before they get out of hand. Another thing that trips up traders is an inability to sit tight. We've all been conditioned to work every day. We think, I've got to get up today and do something to get closer to my goals. It is this can-do spirit that, while beneficial in most professions, will utterly decimate a trader. Now, if you're in sales and you have this go-go attitude, it makes perfect sense. Each day you can make more calls or sales pitches, and if you keep pushing, you are more likely to get closer to your monthly, quarterly, or yearly goals. Trading just isn't like this at all. In fact, sometimes the best decision is to not make any trades. I've actually gone months without opening new positions. While some would view this as lazy, I've learned the hard way that stepping aside and waiting for bullish conditions is indeed often the wisest decision. Trying to trade each and every day regardless of market conditions is a recipe for disaster. Trading through a whipsaw environment will tear you up both financially and emotionally. And when the strong bull market does finally arrive, you'll be too frustrated to participate in it, or find yourself spending months just trying to get back to break even. Instead, keep your powder dry and remember, cash is indeed a position. Save your trades for the strongest markets when the trend is in your favor. Like a card counter at a casino, keep your biggest bets for when the deck is hot. Wayne Dyer once remarked that ego stands for edging God out. For traders, an ego can be a very expensive thing, and something that edges profits out. In most professions, it's good to have an ego. Maybe you're a high-priced lawyer, or a heart surgeon, or a high-ticket closer. Either way, it's good to have an ego, to believe you are the best and an expert in your field. But here's the deal though. For a trader, you can't think this way. You have to be willing to bend with the market. While a lawyer can prepare and run circles around a less qualified attorney, the market is nothing like this. It is the market that always and will always have the final say. It doesn't matter how much you love the stock or how much research you've done. Once the market makes its judgment, it's best to drop your thesis and agree with the market's decision. Humans long for consistency. We love to know that our morning train will be arriving at 8:05 or that our favorite TV show will be airing at 7 o'clock at night. An environment of chaos and randomness can drive a person insane. This is part of the reason trading is so difficult. Literally, anything can happen. Let's say you and I decide to take up baking. We download some recipes and head over to the supermarket to gather up our ingredients. If we follow the instructions to a T, you can bet our cake will come out as expected. Trading isn't like this at all. You can take the same setup on two different occasions and get two completely different results. It doesn't matter that both stocks were in the same industry or that both had very similar technical setups. That's just not the way the market works. Rather than seeking perfection or switching over to an entirely different system, accept that you'll never get this level of consistency from the stock market that you would from, say, baking a cake. Instead, think in terms of probabilities rather than perfection. Sure, you may have some losing trades, but in the long run, over thousands of trades, if you continue to limit your risk and produce high R trades, you will come out ahead. When interviewing some of the greatest traders of all time, Jack Schwager found that one word came up over and over again: discipline. Regardless of trading style or strategy, all traders believed the key to their success was their discipline. That is, their ability to follow their rules even when they did not want to. Just as a bodybuilder must train himself to push in the gym even when he's tired, or to eat the same boring chicken while he's craving a dessert, a trader must discipline himself to stick to his rules no matter what. This means taming FOMO and sticking to your rules even if you're longing to make some quick money. It also means cutting your losses quickly, even if you loved the stock just a few days ago. It can also mean holding on to a winner as long as it continues to act right, even if you want to sell immaturely to take an ill-advised speedy profit. Finally, trading can be an extremely lonely endeavor. Humans are social creatures and long to belong to a group. It is this herd mentality that can doom a trader. At major market turns, the majority is usually wrong. It can be very difficult to sound the alarm as euphoria reaches the market. While no one wants to be deemed out of touch or a pessimist who doesn't understand that this time it's different, it is important to remember that funds and institutions sell into the ecstasy of a market top, while the rank amateur is getting ready to quit his job to pursue a career as a full-time trader. Conversely, it can be equally difficult to begin buying stocks at the beginning of a new bull market. As the market bottoms, all the news will be bearish, and there will be no hope that good times will ever return. It is at this point, as the market turns, where there is the most opportunity. The key is to be able to tune out the noise of the crowd and be able to make your own decisions, even as the majority just can't see any chance of a new bull market. Trading is just as an emotional endeavor as it is an intellectual one. It requires the trader to refine himself in order to improve his trading. He learns to be less greedy, to be more disciplined, and ultimately to believe in himself and his strategy. I think that is why we love the challenge of trading. In our effort to progress our results, we not only improve our returns, we ultimately improve ourselves.